he finally made his pile. He got himself a mansion, butler and a chef. He was living in the latest style. Well, one day I ran into him in this greasy spoon. Parked outside was a big limousine, and I said, "Hey buddy, if you've got so much money, how come you're in here eating beans?" And he said, "After you've been having steak for a long time, beans taste fine. After you've been drinking champagne and brandy, you settle for a quart of cheap wine now. Life is funny, people are strange. Man's a creature of constant change, and after you've been having that old steak for a long time, beans taste fine." If you can remember that chorus, then you join in with it the next time. Well, I ran into another friend of mine in this rowdy old Park Street bar. I said, "Hey buddy, is it true what I heard about you? You married a beautiful 18-year-old little movie star, and yet here you sit trying to make out with this barfly. She's too old and ugly to be true." And he said, "Ed, oh boy, you're naive. Come on, I'll explain it all to you." And he said, "After you've been having steak for a long time, beans taste fine. After you've been drinking champagne and brandy, you'll settle for a quart of cheap wine now. Life is funny, people are strange. Man's a creature of constant change, and after you've been having that old steak for a long time, beans taste, oh mighty fine now. Beans taste, take a quart of that cheap wine now. Beans taste fine." Thank you. No, it's fine, it's okay now. Rent a cellar. Far away in a foreign country, there was a Pransome Hints. And the Pransome Hints was going to have a fancy fall. And also in the foreign country, sorry, I've got to get it wrong, lived Rindasella with her muggly other and her two sad blisters. Now, the muggly other and the two sad blisters decided they were going to go to the Bancy Fall. So they went out to buy some drancy fesses, and poor old Rindasella couldn't go, so she just camped down and shied. And she was kidding their shrine. I'd be very careful how I get some of this wrong. She was kidding their shrine when all at once there appeared before her a Gary Mudfather. Well, the Gary Mudfather, she touched Rindasella with her magic man. And there appeared before her King Boach and Hicks white sauces to take her to the Bancy Fall. But the Gary Mudfather said, "Be sure and be home before midnight, or I'll turn you into a pumpkin." Well, when Rindasella arrived at the Bancy Fall, the Pransome Hints wept wondering who this beautiful beau was, until finally he clucked up his porridge. And he dashed her for an alms. And Rindasella and the Pransome Hints, they nanced all dight, they nanced hither and thither, and they lell in fav. Finally, the mid-clock struck night. Boing! And so to bed, said Zebedee. Rindasella stripped down the tears, but just as she beached the rotten, she slopped her dripper. Now the next day, the Pransome Hints went all over that Corran country looking for the beautiful beau who'd slopped her dripper, stripping down his tears. Finally, he came to Rindasella's house. and he tried it on a mucky other. But it didn't it. He tried it on the two singly usters, but it didn't it. Then he tried it on Rinda Cellar, and it fibbed it. It was exactly the sight rise. So the Bransom Hints and Rinda Cellar were married, and they lived heavily afterwards. And the story of the Maury is this: if you go to a bouncy fall and you want a Bransom Hints to loll in fun with you, don't forget to slap your dripper.